anyone who follows fashion may have realized by now that a lot of the runway heavyweights seem to be the kids of celebrity parents. Why are all of these kids following in their famous parents' footsteps? I'm not sure, but I'm joined in studio by Women24's fashion and beauty editor, Marisa Kraus, and hopefully she has an answer for us. Hello.
Hi. Yeah, I always wonder, would models be models or actors be actors if they didn't have, that foot in the door, or if it wasn't such a glamorous and lucrative industry. Mm-hmm. So it's quite an interesting question.
Well, so are you saying would, let's say, Will Smith's kids have entered the industry if
Exactly, because it seems to be, it's easier for, say, like the Kendalls and the Lily Rose Depps of this world to, get that foot in the door, because from birth, they were already being watched. It is a bit like the Truman Show. Mm-hmm. And I mean, now today, it seems like this is the only industry these kids are entering. And I find that very interesting. Why didn't the Kardashians, why didn't they follow in their dad's footstep and maybe become, lawyer, attorney? Why were they pushed into this industry, or did they really want to do it?
Do you think they feel like they have no other option?
I think it's not even a conscious decision. I think it's just something that they're often, they're the kids of these beautiful parents most often. I mean, you do get bounced in Hollywood if you're not attractive enough. So I think, these kids are really attractive, and labels, they're already like, wow, okay, this will be great for my show. Say Kendall, when she closed the show at Chanel, it's already like, okay, people are going to talk about the show because this kid, people are so intrigued by these kids. And often, say with Ireland Baldwin, I remember in 2013, 2012, no one really knew who Ireland Baldwin was. And suddenly this photo was published of her and Alec Baldwin walking down the street. And suddenly she had an Instagram account, all this stuff. Everyone was obsessed with her. And she was only like 15, 16. Mm-hmm. And immediately she became a model, all these things. So I just think people are so intrigued by these kids, and suddenly they're seeing their lives on Instagram, and people know, designers, say people, even, rappers like Lily Rose Depp was in a video the other day for a rapper. And I think they immediately think, okay, people are going to talk about my brand or my video because
well, it seems just like a good marketing strategy.
Exactly.
If people are already watching the kids, why not use the people who the audiences are already watching?
Exactly. And that's why I think Instagram and celebrities, I mean, if a brand does something like a celebrity takeover, which they love to do, where a celebrity takes over their Instagram account, it's just so, they get so many extra views and so many extra followers, because they want to see, the brand, and they experience something through the celebrity's eyes. But most notably, like in the news now, is Kaya Gerber, who is the newest celeb kid on the block to become a model. And
she's only 13 years old.
She's only 13, and it's Cindy Crawford and Rhonda Gerber's daughter. And a few years ago, she did a shoot for, young Versace, for kids. And this beautiful shoot came out with Kaya. And I was like, wow, spitting image of her mom. Mm-hmm. And everyone immediately thought, okay, she's going to be just a supermodel like her mom. But then her mom kind of said no, she wants, her to take a break from modeling and only do it in a later stage when she can make an informed decision. Because I think when Donatella Versace just approached, Cindy Crawford and said, oh, your kid must model for me. But she kind of wanted her kid to make the decision for herself. So, but now 3 years later, she's 13 and she did a shoot for CR Fashion Book, also wearing Versace, and she was photographed by Steven Meisel. So I think it will be really interesting to see where she goes, and she's now been signed by IMG Modeling Agency. So I think people are going to be so intrigued by her. She already has 131K Instagram followers, and now also Lily Rose Depp, who's Vanessa Paradis and Johnny Depp's daughter. She was at the Chanel show also, and she was just signed as a Chanel ambassador, the newest one. So these kids are just taking over the world.
They really are just taking over the fashion world.
I know.
Seems like the ages of the models are getting younger and younger. But we must say that in most modeling circles, 13, 14, 15, it's not unusual.
It is true. And I wonder if these kids who come from famous parents and who were kind of used to seeing their parents in the spotlight, if they might be able to deal with the pressure better, in a sense, than, you know, someone who's 13, comes from a small town and goes into the modeling world. They might, you know, the transition might be smoother.
It might be, but it also might be worse.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, look at Miley Cyrus.
Yes.
So I think it can go either way.
Definitely, but I think it will be fun to watch, and I hope it's a good journey for them. It's not like too up and down.
All right, who are the fashion cool kids we should be following?
Definitely, I would say Ireland Baldwin,
Yeah.
Kendall, of course, then Lily Rose Depp, Kaya, and there's so many more.
Patrick
There's a lot of
Schwarzenegger.
Yes, Patrick Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Jude Law's son, Raf Law, is also modeling. Beautiful kid. And yeah, there's just too many actually.
Well, there are all your fashion cool kids you should be following on Instagram. Let us know who you like to follow in the comment section below, and we'll see you next week.